In this problem, we are being asked to find the perimeter of the quadrilateral below, and then to determine if the quadrilateral is a trapezoid and support our answer. Answer why or why not. So what we have here is we have a quadrilateral in the coordinate plane, and in order to find perimeter, I have to add up the length of all the sides. Well, when we have a figure on the coordinate plane and we need to know the length of a side, we use the distance formula. And the distance formula is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And the way I work through problems like this, because there's a lot of calculations to be done, I first list all the sides of the figure. So I have side AB, I have side BC, I have side CD, and I have side BA. And I'm going to write them like this to show that I'm finding the length of each of those sides. So I don't use the segment symbol, I just use an equal sign. And the way I keep everything organized is before I start calculating anything, I just write out all the operations for the distance formula. So I write the square root, my parentheses, my plus, my exponents, and my minus signs. And I'm going to go ahead and write that for all of these. And then I'm going to go through and plug numbers in. And the way I do this is I go to the first endpoint of the segment. So for AB it's A, and my coordinates are -4, 3. And so I put the -4 in the first set of parentheses because it's the x, and 3 in the second set of parentheses because it's the y. Then go to B. B is 2, 6. So 2 in the first set, 6 in the second. And then I'm just going to go down the line and do that for all of these. So B is 2, 6. C is 4, 2. C, I already did that one, 4, 2. D is -5, -2. And then D, -5, -2. And A is -4, 3. Oops, I did that wrong. Got a little ahead of myself. -5, -2. And then A is -4, 3. Okay, and then the next thing I do is I use my calculator to calculate what these are. So the first one, AB, enter in the calculator exactly what you have written out. So second, x squared gives you the square root symbol, and then my first set of parentheses, I have -4 minus 2 parentheses, and for the exponent, I'm just going to hit the x squared button. It'll give me that exponent, and the cursor will still be on the right line to continue my radicals. So plus parentheses 3 minus 6 parentheses squared, and then I hit enter, and it gives me a decimal answer. So I'm going to round to 2 decimal places, which would be 6.7, and then this is an 8 to the right, so I round up, so this would be approximately 6.71. And then I'm going to continue working through each of these and getting the approximate distance. So I have put each of these in my calculator, and I've got the approximate distances. Now I need to go back to the problem and reassess what exactly I need to do to find my final answer. So for the first part of this, they wanted me to find the perimeter. And the perimeter is to add up all the lengths of the sides. So what I did was I used the distance formula to get the lengths of the 4 sides. And to get perimeter, I just add those lengths together. So add 6.71 plus 4.47 plus 9.85 plus 5.10. 9.85 plus 5.10. I get 26.13. So that would be the perimeter. Now the second part of this question asks if it's a trapezoid. And so we have to remember first of all the definition of trapezoid, which is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. So in order to determine if it's a trapezoid, I need to determine if I have two sides that are parallel to each other. And when I look at this trapezoid, what I see is AD and BC. I could pretty much determine that they wouldn't be parallel because I know if I extend them, they will intersect. So I'm going to test AB and BC to see if they're parallel. And so I'm going to find AB's slope first. So AB, go up, rise, 1, 2, 3, run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a rise over run of 3 over 6, and it's positive because it's moving up left to right. And 3 over 6 reduces to 1/2. Now I'm going to determine the slope of DC. So up 1, 2, 3, 4. So a rise of 4, a run of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 4 over 9 doesn't reduce to 1/2. So what I see now that I have the slopes is that AB is not parallel to DC. So it says, is the quadrilateral a trapezoid? The quad is not a trapezoid. And it says why or why not, so I add because there are no parallel sides. So that would be the second part to my answer. First is the perimeter is 26.13, and second, it's not a trapezoid because I don't have a pair of parallel